welcome back to Sticks and Strings. I'm Naomi.
And Beth.
I'm Eve.
Look how good we did that. So much better than last week.
Last week's bloopers were hilarious. I hope you guys watched it.
And as you can see, it's Christmas jammy time.
Except it doesn't feel like Christmas outside.
No, it's so hot. But okay, we're not going to talk about that.
No.
We're not talking about the fact that
we're not going to talk about the fact that it was 84 days.
80. Yeah, it's in the 80s. It's very hard to feel Christmassy in the 80s. But at night, it gets chilly, and you're like, I need a little
I walked
jacket.
outside in shorts and a t-shirt this morning, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, it's cold.
I know. I'm like, it's no wonder we all get sick. But no, the reason I was like, Christmas jammy time, because yesterday I came home, I worked all day, and then I went to one of our concerts last night with Eli. And then I got home, and I'm like, I'm going to go, as I say to Mark and Eli, I'm like, I'm going to go and get into my natural state, which is like my jammies, my sweats, whatever. I just realized that this is too close to the camera. You can't see the bottom of it. Let's pull it back just a little bit.
I just stuck it on the table. I didn't even look.
When I set up the camera, I forgot to check that. Anyway, it's very cute. But I got home from that concert and I changed clothes and I was like, I don't have to put on work clothes until Thursday next. I'm so excited. So like, all jammies all the time from now till the 26th because I'm off Monday. So I was like, oh, yes. Anyway, so this morning I was like, Christmas jammy tops. So I dug this one out. This is the one I bought for our church had a pajama party, and I always feel weird doing those. But anyway,
And that was what I bought, that Santa Claus thing for.
Yeah.
That I don't have.
Yeah, because it's hacked. Anyway, we hope you are all ready for Christmas and having a good week. And also Hanukkah is this week. So I'm going to go first. I only have one thing to talk about because I've actually been very monogamous this week. I'm sort of obsessed with this. And this is here's the pattern. I'll put it up. But it's the Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. It's this little panel down here. Yeah, this one right here. And I'm making it for my daughter in dark East Coast. And she loves it and is very excited for it. So I started on the bird this week. I think I made his little legs during the video last week. And so I had a little trouble because I miscounted the top of one color here and I had to take it out. My other issue is this letter I, which is right here, starts 2 squares below the border. And I went about this a circuitous way because I didn't want to count these stitches and start the branch, which maybe I should have. But what I did was I started from this word and did the pine cone and then did the branch. And then went up and I recounted it, counted it. I counted the legs. I counted this bird again, but it's more than 2 spaces from the top. And it should be 2 spaces from the top. See here? And I can't figure out why it's wrong. But it fits, if the branch fits within the space this way, and I didn't count these to see if that's right, and I almost don't care.
Yeah, if it doesn't affect anything. Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna, because you know me, I just fudge stuff.
So
he's just a little bit too low, but I don't care. And then I realized I can't really judge here because the words are different because I changed these words here. So it'll be fine.
Yeah. I would say in that case it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So I'm just
as long as you don't hit anything, and then you could always make it, make this tail short or whatever.
Yeah. So that's where I am, and I'm very excited because I feel like I might actually finish this cross stitch.
Yeah.
Because I have this bird up here, and then a few more branches in here, and then a bird right here, and then a crown, another crown goes right here, and then I have to finish the border around. But I figure probably be safe to do the border after I'm done with everything. Just in case it's a little wonky. But that is all I've been working on. I haven't really done any knitting, and just been busy with work and getting ready for Christmas. So that's it. And I am working on a kind of a arty project for some of my gifts, which I can't mention here. But other than that, did not burden myself with any knitting or any cross stitch. Like, I gotta get this done for Christmas, and I feel so free and relieved. Like, wow, I don't have to I gotta get this done. I gotta knit this. I gotta stay up
staying
all
up
night.
till night.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
All night
So,
long.
and I couldn't have either. So
I forgot to
it's been busy.
mail
But-
Hannah's present.
We're sending her gifts after. I mean, we're not. Actually, I think Mark's ordering something to go so that she can open, on Christmas Day. But all the rest of the stuff we have, we're sending later. So if you want to put it in,
Okay.
okay.
Because I was like, oops.
I know.
It's too late now.
Well, and she's sending our stuff late too, so it's okay. But anyway, that's me. That's all I'm doing is just like, wow, I see the end in sight.
There's a poem that I used to have in my cubicle at work that, and I have it somewhere, like, in old papers that I brought that, are in storage or whatever. But it's a poem that it's basically, says like, I will attend to all my little gifts, early this year.
Right.
So in the end, I'll be free of this rush, and it's something like, I can like hear the angel, look at the sky and hear the angels sing or something like that. It's really pretty. But it's like, it's the idea of, get all your stuff done early and just have a relaxing few days around Christmas so that you can,
I know that would require planning and discipline. But
Anyway, it's my turn.
So-
I'm going next. I am trying to start a chart that does not have a picture. I'm going to show a black and white copy of it, kind of like from back here, but I will not be taking pictures. But it has,
because there isn't a photo of it.
there isn't a photo of it.
it's just chart.
It's these two variegated, the Coloris, I think one's Coloris and one's not, but I don't know. They're DMC threads. And I decided to use this gold Etoile instead of gold Krynic. Because
It's all so much easier to work
I don't want
with.
to use the gold Krynic on this. I think it would be too heavy, for very little stitches that it is. So it's basically, this down here, the cross. This says, like I said, I'm going to hold it way back here and you can't see it. It says each of us is an innkeeper who decides if there is room for Jesus. And then it has a little nativity down here. I just think it is such a beautiful, I don't know if it's a quote or something they wrote. This is a friend, it's Patricia
Dig.
something Russian, and Marnia Ristenko. They're with Cross Stitching for Fun. Okay, and they created this as a charitable pattern. You donate a little bit and you get the pattern. So there is a color version, but it didn't print out in color because for some reason when I print, the default is black and white. Do I remember to change it? No. No, I don't. I may or may not remember not to print the whole entire pattern, especially because Cross Stitching for Fun patterns, they want to make sure that you have everything you need if you want to do it on tablet or if you want to do it, by hand So I think this chart, which is 1 page. I think there's 12 pages in the pattern.
Oh, wow.
And it's all the same thing. It's just, anyway.
This version and that version.
Yeah. So, so I'm trying to start that right now because when I downloaded this pattern, I was like, oh, I'm going to make that for Christmas for myself. It's so beautiful.
And here it is, December 21st.
Yeah. Did I start it? No. Did I remember I had it? No. And I'll show you why I remembered that I had it in a minute. So, this is the temperature chart that I designed. It's under the sea temperature chart, and it's fish in an ocean. And I remembered yesterday, because I was shopping, I didn't put a sea turtle in it.
Oh, no.
And I love sea turtles.
How could you not?
And so,
Maybe you were just sick of doing sea turtles.
from your other chart.
so I decided that I am going to do a sea turtle that may fit where one of these octopi is, or
Right there.
one of these, yeah, or down here.
So
And
is this like a?
it's the plant that
Yeah,
looks like a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's supposed to be a rock. Ha ha ha. So I'm going to put it, the pattern is available on Etsy right now, but I'm going to make a little sea turtle to fit in one of those spots, I think, and just add it to the pattern so people can put it wherever they want.
Didn't make a lobster either.
I don't like lobster.
Sea cockroaches.
That's exactly. As soon as somebody said they're related to the cockroach family, I'm like, okay, I don't like lobster.
Crayfish.
Actually, I can understand that. No, I may.
Yeah.
I may. I don't know. Because
You
when
could
I
also
was,
make little charms to go with it, you know.
yeah, yeah,
smalls.
yeah, you could buy charms. I bought myself a little sea turtle patch, like you can sew to something.
Uh-huh.
But it was right when I saw that sea turtle patch that I went, oh no!
I didn't
So-
put a sea turtle.
Yeah, because when I was designing this, there's repeats of certain icons in here, right? And because I kept saying, what else would there be down there? What else would there be? Because this is shallow water, not
Yeah.
and octopi
Yeah.
are in shallow water. Big sea creature things are not octopi, they're squid. I guess there are bigger octopi in the deeper ocean, but I saw a thing with guys standing around a squid on like the deck of a boat, and he
Giant.
just wanted out. And I'm like, you just have him on there so you can take a picture with him. You're not going to take him back. I mean, so
Let him
mean.
go.
But I did start on mine. I have a start here.
Is that how big it is? That piece?
Yeah. I have the waves. It'll come to like here, you know.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. Because I have this part and I think I have 3 more, maybe 4.
Do you have a place for the year
No,
to commemorate what year it is?
no. But there's plenty of places where if you want to stitch it, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I started on mine because to start the fish, you
gotta
would
get
need
ready.
to know where to
Yeah.
put them. And if I have a chance, I'll start the seaweed down the side.
Oh,
so.
so yeah, so these are waves and this is the seaweed. That's nice. And the dirt,
The sand.
The bottom
Sand
of
on
the
the
ocean.
bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
The
So-
dirt on the bottom of the ocean.
So my WIP-GO call, one of them for this month was plant pots by somebody, Darling and Whimsy. And did I do very much work on this? No, because I've been busy doing other things, and I will show you. But I did. I put the face on the cat, on the black cat, and I started doing the
The plants.
the plant above, but I only had at my hand this color. And it is like interspersed with the other. And I did a few of those and I'm like, I'm going to have to put in the other color and then put these because
Too hard to count.
this pattern is black and white. And it's not that it's small, but you can't read it. Look.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, it's just difficult to see the different things. So I was like, I'm going to have to put in those other colors.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It's difficult to see where the changes are because they kind of blend together. I should have gotten a copy and color pencil and colored it in what color was where. So I tried to do some work on this. And then I had done work on, hands-on design. I hear the bells. I did a tiny bit of work on this last week, but I don't think I shared it. And I did some more. And it's so exciting what I was working on. A brown line. This base line is, if you see down here, I am almost all the way across this base line here. So with just the brown, I haven't done any of that other stuff. But I will perhaps do more on that this week. Probably not. I tried to get a lot more done on Tiny Modernist Gingerbread House because I only have, I don't know, like 2 more weeks to do it before I can no longer access the video. But that being said, I don't really need to. I want to, but if I don't, it's not going to be a tragedy. She has in the pattern very, very clear instructions. And of course, when I was watching the video, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. Yeah. So I'm not afraid if I don't finish, but I'm still wanting to. So this is how far I am. This is the last piece, the second side, and it would be a lot faster if I stitch it right the first time. Fortunately, I figured out that I did it wrong on the places where I did before. I got other stuff in there that made it difficult. And then, of course, stitching Mommy's temperature charts.
Almost done.
Yeah, the last 3 days, yesterday, Friday, Thursday, and Wednesday, my phone said it was 84, but the temperature that I go by said it was 82. It was still nasty hot. And I'm looking, going, are we still going to be in such... I even texted my sister, do the people that are coming know that they should bring shorts and t-shirts? Yeah, because it was so hot. And I got a little bit of the backstitching done on this turtle. And there's my hot, nasty days. I did not do any of the green on this turtle. I think I dropped the green somewhere on the couch. I can't find it. And so I did buy another skein of that when I was getting this threads for this chart I'm starting. So I pulled some off of that, but I want to look for the one that's missing. I've got to find it. So
I was working on this last night, and at some point, Snug was, got up and was walking around, and it's like the thread was stuck to his leg. Wait.
yeah, her cat got in my room last night, and you don't grab that cat. You have to just wait until he decides.
Yeah.
Or you end up regretting it. and he got in my closet. The dog tried desperately to get the cat to come out.
She goes in there and barks at him, and she's like,
I'm afraid of him too.
Yeah. So I said, just shut the door. He'll get mad and ask to come out, and he'll go in. So after about 20 minutes, he's like, "Hey, nobody's chasing me.
This isn't fun.
let me out.
So for WIP-GO next year, I decided. Remember, I said I was going to do, put WIPs of my own in the months and decide when I wanted to work on what. However, I do want to start a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't care when I start these things because it's not like I'm going to finish them. So I put those on a WIP-GO chart. Now I have the WIPs. I'm not going to show you all my WIPs that I'm going to work on right now, but if you want to see them, watch my video on Monday. Here. And
Oh, those are your whips?
yeah, I put a thing like other options. In other words, the whole bunch of stuff that I didn't put in here, I'm not sure I want to replace. So I could go ahead and.
So how did you choose those by month, like by season, but they're not specific goals or whatever, or numbers?
No, they're not numbers or anything. It's the month.
Uh-huh.
So in January, I want to put in 100 stitches on the snowman, but I also want to work on turtle and cute boots.
So it doesn't matter what number she calls for that month.
No.
I see.
That's her
it's
seasonal.
Separate. Uh-huh.
Right.
That's her seasonal things.
Like I want to do Art Deco
That's neat.
spring and Valentine ornament in February.
Mm-hmm. And then, so the ones that she
Okay,
calls
to give
the
you an
numbers.
idea how I feel about Valentine's Day, I got married on Valentine's Day, okay? But to give you an idea about how I feel about Valentine's Day today, I'm stitching it in black thread.
So we used to say in the singles group at church, February 14th, just another day.
So that's what I did here on this. But I have way too many. I have way too many WIPs to just put 2 a month, and that's really scary because I'm about to start 25 more. So, oh my, I missed a couple of these. The narwhal biscornu you saw before when I showed it to you. I just bought it, and then. I bought this when I did, what was it?
The dog one?
Yeah, something or other naughty dog.
Yeah, Felice.
Naughty Dog.
Felice Naughty Dog.
And this is by the same designer, Dirty Annie's Southern Style. And this is OMG, they got me a tree, and it's a cat with a tree. And it comes with little ornaments for the tree. And I tell you, this Christmas I have seen so many videos of cats
destroying trees.
People putting it upside down in the ceiling, and the cat just looks at it and jumps up there and pulls it down.
I saw one where a cat, like somebody had put like a fencing thing around the tree, and the cat looked at it for a few seconds, and someone said, she's literally calculating.
Yes.
And then the cat just jumps up.
And then there was a free pattern that I downloaded some time ago. I can't find it. Sorry, I didn't put these in order of appearance. It was a free pattern I downloaded some time ago that I have been wanting to start, and it's called Cat Trio. It's three, I'm just going to show it from back here, but there's no picture, so it's 3 very colorful cats. I haven't decided which one I want to do. I am thinking that I want to do this one with the 2 cats snuggled together. Mm-hmm. It's very pretty. They're very, 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 very cute. So
Does it say who the
that's,
designer is for those?
huh?
Does it say who the designer is for those? On the other page where the colors are, the third page? Is it, oh, it looks like Maria Bravko.
Maria Bravko. Gee,
Yeah.
that's not surprising
Yeah.
because they are definitely cute. Yeah, I didn't remember where I found them. And then, of course, winter deer. I don't know why I didn't bring the narwhal, but I did bring the narwhal. Look, there it is, peeking out. That's one of them, the narwhal that I got. And then winter deer. I want to start these two things.
So those are WIP-GO, the ones you go for, I mean, Jimmy Hall, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the shepherd.
Oh, that's a.
It's one of the
yeah,
so
cottage
you know,
garden
I kept watching the ones that were coming out, and I was like, surely there'll be more of these snowmen that I like. No, I just like this one. I did already buy the 2 of the threads. I think I had the other threads, or their DMC. So I'm like, let me see.
Yeah,
gotta
cottage garden
start it.
usually does like, yeah, 2 fancy,
So
couple of fancy glosses and a whole bunch of. Look at those little sheeps.
I know, it's really, I like his coat.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks like a clown.
So
Patchwork.
did I put the turtle that's a whip? No. I decided I had to start another turtle. The turtle that's a whip, I did put on the whips I need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
But
That one. Oh.
remember how I did the seahorse?
Uh-huh. That's really pretty.
I'm gonna do this similarly, but probably not with the same colors.
Are you gonna do like a variegated or all one
Oh.
color?
Variegated for sure. I think a variegated green would be
Uh-huh.
really pretty here. And these colors that I just bought would be great on that turtle, right?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
That's neat.
Anyway. And then I bought this some time ago. Neighborhood Dog Show.
Oh,
That's
there.
cute.
Ouch. That is by
It's adorable. Little House Needleworks.
yeah. Isn't it cute?
So adorable.
It's
That's
cute.
really sweet.
I've had this at least 2 years. And, you know, it's 139 by 79. It's not little, but it's not huge, you know. So I can't get it done if I don't start it, right? And then this is the perfect pattern for me. Counting is hard
I wondered
by,
when you were going
by
to do
Luminous
that.
Fiber Arts. I've had this pattern for a while, since I knew it existed. Oh, look at the barrel on the back. Isn't that cute? Which is just this part of it, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah. This is, I didn't even look at how big it was or anything when I bought it. 68 by 124, so it's not huge. So it's not going to be done overnight, but you know. And then Let It Snow by Stitching with the Housewives.
It's cute.
I have a snowman I want to put it on already. It's in storage, but I have it.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
That's really pretty.
Yeah,
I like the blue
Yeah, I've had this pattern for a
blue
minute.
background.
And I bought a snowman for it and then never started it.
Oh no.
I didn't buy this snowman. I bought a snowman. Okay, so then I stole a magazine from Beth.
Stealer.
You know, punch needle and primitive stitcher. Just a minute. Because I
What
like
did you steal from me?
this pattern, which is by Barbara Anna.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so you, Eve. That's
This
very
kitty cat.
you. That's cute as
I am not doing it on blue thread.
You know,
I have a pattern. I mean, on blue fabric.
when I was,
I might.
I had all these magazines, this particular magazine, in those plastic magazine holders, and I was like, I guess I never got that one.
Now you know.
Yeah. So, and
There's
then
volume 3.
a few years ago, we went to Albuquerque to see my brother at the Balloon Fiesta. He was playing music there. And I went to, what's it called? The Secret Garden?
I think so. The needle shop there in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Needlework.
So, I think this is pronounced E.
Yay.
Oh, I have that one.
Yeah.
I think
And
I
I
started.
bought it for Beth
I
too.
started. Oh, is this the one I don't know.
Yeah, you gave it to me, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's like Three Sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got that one. This is also going to be one. Now on these, when I start this one, it'll be just one of the things, not all three.
Those are beautiful.
So I have to pick one of the three. I'm thinking that I'm going to do this one,
The
Cocopelli.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's called here Flute Player.
No. Stop.
Somebody had the audacity to shut the door outside to go in
Those
the
are,
house.
those are so pretty. Get that. Get that.
And then Pueblo Pottery number 8. I'm going to do the black one over here. Because
That's
when we would work over there at the Pueblo, I just thought that black pottery was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So it's really pretty, and I think that's the Santa Clara one.
I was going to say
It
something.
says on the back.
I can't.
No, it's either Santa Clara, Acamar, or Hopi.
Okay, yeah.
These are Hopi.
Okay.
I think that's
So-
Santa Clara.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
I think
the
this
black
one
one
is.
is.
Yeah, Santa Clara puts out a lot of black
Oh.
pottery.
It's really pretty.
So those,
Makes sense if they're in the same order as well.
and then
Nope, come here. Stop barking.
I'm squishing her.
You're annoying.
I'm almost done. I'm getting done.
Annoying little dog. No, not you. You're not. Well, you are annoying. But I'm talking about the dog. Your cross stitch is not annoying. I've lived with her many, many years. I can say that.
I have it here. I know I did.
Which one?
Tabby's Halloween. Oh, there it is. Tabby's Halloween.
Oh, that's.
I almost started this last year.
Is that the
Teresa.
Little dress.
Teresa COVID. Her little dress, and she's holding a little pumpkin trick or treat thing. It's just so cute,
Mhm.
so cute. And I think I'm gonna do it on that linen that I have. I did an autumn. Berry. In with that linen, it's like mottled black through tan. It's really pretty, and I have a ton of it, so I think I'm going to use it for that. And then this 'twas given to me. Is that the next one on here? Oh no, I want to do them in the order that's here, so I don't leave one out. Did I put them in order? No. Honey Bunny. I've had this since they put it out, I think, which is a Stitching with the Housewives, What's in My Cup bunny.
That's cute.
Yeah. You know, I don't decorate for Halloween. I don't know why I have so many Halloween patterns. Just curiously.
Those are cute.
Snowed In. Stitching with the Housewives. I did leave out one of these things. I don't have it, but I'll put a picture. Silver Creek Samplers, A Sweet Memory. And it says, seems like only yesterday that you were very small and left for me a memory of a handprint on the wall.
Cute.
But I want to change, Robert never played with these blocks at my house. So I'm going to have to put swimming goggles and
Legos.
puddles of water. And Easter Book, which is by Twin Peak Primitives.
Oh, wow.
I did not decide which one to do. I would have started one of these right away, but
Can I see it?
the pattern is really hard to see. So I was like, my eyes don't want to do that right now.
Oh, a bunny and a chicken. I thought that was a basket, not a chicken.
The bunnies.
That's really cool. That's neat.
Cute. I like this flying rabbit here. And the sheeps.
I forgot a whole row of these. Maggie May, which I don't have here with me. I was going down my thread stash thing to look at them. And I was also looking through a box of patterns I have that I haven't started. So some of these I don't have. Maggie May I don't have here in this stack. That is one of those animal crackers.
Animal crackers.
Uh-huh.
Station Ash.
It's the same name as Maggie May that I did for Stitching with the Housewives,
I thought that
but
was
it
what
was
he
entirely
was.
different.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And then Cobblestone Castle. I almost said cafe, and I'm like, that's not right. This was sent to me by a viewer, and it's so cute.
What's that? Stitch Toolbox. Is the designer? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stitch Toolbox. I guess it's from 2020, but it's very cute.
cute, yeah.
And then
Just
let me make
leave
sure
it
all of
alone.
these papers belong to this pattern. Yeah. Maria Bravko, right? Yeah. Hedgehog.
That's cute.
Autumn Basket, which is by Hands On Design, and I don't have this here, but I was working on the summer baskets of theirs. I will put a picture
Is that those little quilty square things?
of the autumn basket. Then Cougar.
Oh, I love that.
Is that-
Whenever I hear her say pigeon coop, I hear pigeon poop. And I have to go, that is pigeon coop, not pigeon poop. Anyway, this is so beautiful. Now, it is larger than what I like, but I think it's stunning.
You know what it makes me think of? Like, I don't know if it would be crochet or knit. It would have to be like intarsia. But I think of a giant like blanket of that. For some reason, when I see that picture, it makes me
It's
think
almost
of
big
like
enough for a bed.
it's almost big enough. How big is it?
It's not that big, but it is larger than the other one that I'm working on. I think this is stunning, and it actually reminds me a lot of that mountain picture with the cougar on it. When I look at it with the little mountains in the back here, I'm like, yeah. I watch very strange YouTube videos, and there was one, photos taken right before disaster, right?
Yeah.
And there was one of somebody in some kind of mountain heading, setting or whatever. And I think it's the one where he just had caught a deer or something, and he was posing for a picture behind it with this deer that he killed. Don't go out there. This is what's going to happen to you. Because in the picture, you can see eyes of one of these right behind.
Like, oh, thanks for catching that for me. I'll have that now.
Oh, yeah. Dinner. And I could have sworn I had these two on here, but it's not there.
Oh, the blackberry, one of the berries, or no?
Blackberry, hands-on design. I'm working on blueberry, and I've already finished strawberry, and she put out blackberry. And so I'll put a picture because I don't have that here. I thought these were in there, but I guess not. I really should start on Tilly because I have all the threads in here, and when I'm looking for threads, I don't think to look in here.
What's that one? Oh,
It's a Teresa Kogut.
so cute.
And I've had this forever. So anyway, that is Saint Nick's berry. I don't have the berry pattern here. Saint Nick's berry is one of the berry patterns that my sister gave me. I think, or it might be one that I purchased.
Is that,
It's
what's her
Erica
face?
Michaels.
Erica Michaels, yeah.
Yeah. But again, I will put a picture here. So those are the things that I want to start. I don't want to, but I will. Start 25.
You do want to.
I
The
do.
point is wanting to.
I want to get, I buy these patterns because I love them.
Yeah.
And then they get pushed out of the way
Yep.
by something else. And, this, when I think of how much money is sitting right
Don't
here,
think about it. Don't think about it.
I'm like, why do I do that? So, and like I said, I did do, it's not WIP-GO, but I did do
The other list.
a list with wanting to concentrate on certain WIPs. And on those, I kind of, some of them were things I really want to get some stuff done. But a lot of them are just finish it. So anyway, I took a long time,
It's okay.
but that was me.
That's your 2025 plan. That's good.
Yeah, especially I was thinking about, somebody had mentioned, there's a trend among stitchers, the 25 and 25 thing, to do 25 new starts in 2025. And I thought I could probably do that. Because so many of my WIPs are, I have basically two sets of WIPs, right? So I have this older set that I've been working on for years that they're still not done because they're pretty involved, all my ship patterns, and I have one called it's called Wolf that was, gosh, a lot of these patterns are older, like from the early 90s or whatever. And the Wolf one, it always takes me like a couple of days to figure out where the heck I am, because it's grays and browns and grays and browns, and like, and when I started it, I didn't make a working copy, and so I had to sit there and look at it and go, wait, did I already stitch that? I don't know, did I? So it always takes me forever to figure out where I am before I can even put stitches in it. So anyway, I have a whole set of older WIPs, only a few of which I've finished. And so, you know, so for this year, I had a whole bunch that I had started like for, I don't know if I'd started them from Mania or if I had a new start every month in addition to all my WIPs or whatever. But so I had a whole bunch of new WIPs that had just a few stitches in them. And, you know, so that's what I did primarily for this year. So for next year, I'm thinking of this 25 and 25 deal because I might have that many new patterns sitting around because I have all the stuff I bought at the Jingle Ball, and then I have some other a few other new things, and somebody had sent me a Trim Peak Primitives pattern and things like that. So I have plenty of things I could start on. I think I might have 25 that I could.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, she had a whole bunch of finishes this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I had several finishes this year, and like I finished the Rabbit series, and but also I have all of the cottage garden threads, cottage garden samplings, a year in the woods charts. Only one of which is finished, you know, and so I think I have all of them here with me, so I could put all of those on my chart. So I'm probably gonna. I haven't done it yet, but I think I'm going to be doing 25 new starts plus whatever WIPs I have handy. Anyway, so one of my WIP-GO charts for this month was the Sweet Wings Studio Deep Waters. This is the quote from Isaiah: "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you." And so last week I had done most of the whale. I still haven't done his little belly, and but I was starting on the octopus. So I finished the octopus and I finished the crab, and I was working on down here the Isaiah citation thing because it's the same color as this crab. And I did these two little fish. And the only thing I haven't done is their eyes. So they're all blind. And I did part of this border on the top, the red and blue parts of the border. There's also a white line that goes in between those blocks. But I did that because I had the threads, the blue thread and the red thread I had from other things I was doing. Like this octopus has like these little, I don't know if they're supposed to be bubbles, or because I don't think they're suckers, the octopus suckers. But anyway, they're like little isolated, different color things on here. And so
I think they're suckers.
Okay.
So see, there's, I don't know if you could tell it in there.
Yes, they're suckers.
Yeah. So I had that color out because I, had done the...
Here's bubbles. There are bubbles here.
Yeah.
You're talking about those things on his arms?
Yeah.
Those are suckers.
Okay. So I had that
Those are
thread.
his fingers.
So I was working on this border, and then I had the red thread from doing either the fish or the lobster.
Okay, so octopus in general
Mm-hmm.
are very, very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Their suckers are creepy.
But anyway, so that was 7 days on that. So I have, the whale isn't finished, and none of their eyes are done. Oh, and these fish aren't finished either because there's just in two individual stitches on each fish that, it's a different color. But I didn't do like any of the waves or, bubbles or whatever. But I did make pretty good progress. So it's not almost done, but it's almost done. But that's 7 days on that. And that is 25 count Lugana that I dyed myself. And then the other one of the other things I did, my secondary chart for my secondary chart is this the 3 wise men from this Starry Night series, and I've done all of them except the wise men. This is Prairie Schooler, so I'm doing this set of wise men here. This is what I'm calling number, I don't know what, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah.
Turn my light.
Sorry. So this is the only one I have left on that series, and so I'm down here. I've got one of the wise men mostly done, and I'm working on the 3rd wise man because I worked my way across the bottom and up this part, so I'm on this part of the wise men because I want to finish this. But anyway, there's like a blue that is used for the little jar he's got, and part of their like headdresses and sleeves and stuff like that. There's a blue color that's used in here in this pattern, and this blue I need for my other WIP-GO thing, which is the raccoon. It's a cottage garden sample. I didn't bring it because I haven't started on it yet. But I'm like obsessively looking at my calendar going, do I have enough time for this? Do I have enough time for this? Because I was gathering the threads because I had taken all the threads out at some point, or most of them, all the DMC threads. I had the 2 fancy flosses. They're like weak Styrox colors, and then the rest are DMC. And so I thought, well, surely I've got them. And so I was gathering all the threads, and I couldn't find this one, and it's because I have it in here with for this one. So I want to go ahead and finish this so that I have that thread freed up and I can start on that other pattern. But also, in the meantime, I was trying to get these bookmarks done, and I may or may not do them yet for my aunt and my cousin, because I got them something else just in case I don't finish these. But I have like a booklet leaflet from Leisure Arts that has like a bunch of border patterns or whatever, and so that's where I got this from. So I got this little outer pattern, and I got this. There's a little inner, like kind of a chevron with different W's kind of. So I worked on them, and I, you know, it's a little hard with these pre-made bookmark things, because I showed these last week. I think that I bought these. And so, because they're sewn together, so it's a little hard to tell how many, squares across and down they are. So I sat there for a long time trying to figure out how big it was, and then trying to figure out what patterns to use or whatever. And I was doing really well, and I got down to about right here, and I realized this is off center. Because I thought I had, it'll, if I put it, 2 blocks over, it'll fit just right. And then I got all the way down here, and I realized I've got like 4 blocks on this side. And,
I hate it when I do that.
I told her, just put some little flowers.
Yeah.
Like, like a little, like a Smyrna cross or something.
Yeah,
like
a little decoration.
Like a red flower on the wrong side, on this wide side.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a red thing that goes under here, right?
Oh, I see.
Basically like this pattern here. So it'll go under there and it'll fit, But then so I might put like a vine or something on that side. I don't know. But anyway, so if I have time, I'll do that. They're not coming, so I gotta send it with my aunt or something, and she's staying to the 30th or something like that, so I've got time to But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. But also, I wanted to point out these little Christmas cards that I've gotten. This one is from my friend Kevin, and I think I don't know if they made this, he and his wife. It kind of seems like a handmade card, and I think they've done that in the past. But look at that little snowflake. It's like on a thread.
Let me see. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
And so it says, "May you enjoy the peace of this beautiful season." And so yeah,
It's gonna be the only snow you're gonna get.
The only snowflake you'll ever see.
So yeah, it's really, really pretty, really cute.
I got frost in my freezer the other day. I don't know why all of a sudden Eli's like, something's wrong with the freezer. It was covered in frost. It was like, that's your Christmas.
And these two are from my cousins, Mary and Terry, who are sisters, actually, matter of fact. This one here is really pretty. It's a little Christmas tree with sparkly ornaments on it. And this one, Joy of the World. And then these two are from viewers, subscribers to my channel. This is from Sharon. If I get it up,
That's pretty.
right side up. Yeah. Beautiful Christmas trees. Thank you, Sharon. And then this one is from Edith McClanahan. Sorry. And it's wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh, and she sent this little packet of American Daisy seeds.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So thank you, Edith.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Are you done?
I have one more thing. This is for you. Save me a stamp.
Can't even spend a stamp on me. Thanks.
Well,
I'll open it later.
I'm running late on my Christmas cards. It's like I worked on them yesterday, but I have to go buy some stamps.
I admire you.
So that,
I haven't done Christmas
she's right here in
cards.
town, so I'm not gonna.
I haven't done Christmas cards in years. Okay, so it's time for a question of the week.
Yes.
Last week we asked if y'all were naughty, and I think we got about half and half. One of you, and I will not name you because I don't want Santa to hear, but apparently when you were a child, you used to untape your presents and look and then retape them. So I admire that ingenuity. I don't think I would always try, but I always felt such guilt. And then I used to tell my kids when they were little, if you snoop at your presents, they're going to disappear. They never believed me, but
When we were kids, we used to tell each other because, like, Mom would give Tim our presents to wrap and give us presents to wrap for him or whatever. And so it was kind of like I know what they got you, but act surprised when you open it. So, yeah. So they would tell, we would tell each other.
oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't too much of a snooper. Now, I will confess, since I know he doesn't watch this, we couldn't, you know how it is, you can't wait. The three of us gave ourselves our presents early. And I really wanted to give Mark his, because I got him a gig bag for his oboe, for his Baroque oboe, and he had a rehearsal last night. So I was like, I really want to give you a present early. So we had this kind of thing. But he's like, your main present is late, so I ordered you a secondary present, and it's coming in Amazon. Well, he forgets that I am signed into his Amazon, so sometimes I'll see your package is being delivered, and I try. He's like, don't look at it.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes, don't look at it. But he forgets that I get the notification, so I kind of say, "He's got me an air fryer." So it was an accidental peek, but no, he gave it to me the other day. So anyway,
I gave Beth her Christmas
Yeah,
present
I was
already.
like, you gave because before the Jingle Ball, I bought a laptop, and so she gave me a laptop case bag.
Oh, that's
whatever.
nice.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want it the cat's knocking it down or something and not have anything to protect it.
That's nice.
You know, and I was like, what does she need? What does she know? Especially because when she finally bought a laptop like we've been wanting her to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I was gonna say,
I'm
I
not
have,
telling you what I got.
I have a bruise on the back of my hand because I had put my phone up on the, I have the tall boy dresser across from, right beside my bed, kind of. There's like a little nightstand drawer thing, and then I usually, when they're charging, I put my tablet and my phone up there. And so the cords are hanging down, and one of my cats was trying to jump up there, and I was trying to get him down from there, and the phone, he hooked the cord, you know, on his neck or whatever as he jumped down off of there and pulled the phone down, and it whacked me on the hand, because I had my hand there trying to make sure he didn't knock anything down, and the phone went whack.
Oh my gosh.
Some of you may have seen pictures where the dog is right here on my shoulders, but if like Robert comes home or something like that, she gets all excited. She wants to jump this way. Well, if she jumps this way, she's gonna knock down my tablet, she's gonna knock down my stitching, if my computer's there, she's gonna knock down my computer. I'm like, absolutely not.
Well, so question for this week. If you're watching this on Sunday or Monday, we want to know if you're ready. Are you ready, or are you last minute cramming for Christmas? So I will be last minute cramming, but it's not really my fault. I will tell you the story next week. But I said that I freed myself from knitting and, you know, that kind of thing for Christmas this year. But I do have, like I said, a last minute arty project that it's not my fault anyway, but I will be a little bit jammy.
I used to have most of my Christmas stuff done like by the end of summer.
Wow.
All of my shopping, all of my stuff, and this is gonna make you very sad. In 2020 I had purchased everything beforehand. And I got Mom a pair of slippers. And the saddest day in my life was not the day she died, was the day I had to return those because I didn't need them. And so now it's very, very difficult to
go ahead of time,
to shop ahead of time, because part of me is like, I
no.
don't know what the future holds. Right? And
well, you never did, but it's
right,
kind of reality.
But it's like,
I made Mom
what's gonna happen?
I made Mom a pair of fingerless gloves, remember, and a shawl.
And
I guess the shawl I had made earlier for her birthday, and then I made the gloves to go with it, and I gave them both to Aunt Alice. But
and it just, for some reason, that hurts more than, because when Mom passed away, I had time to get used to the idea, right? But then you have the
reality.
All the stuff that happens that you don't really think about.
Yeah.
I have to return these. And it's just like when you're having to put away their stuff. It's very, very, very difficult. And honestly, with us, we didn't argue about who got what. We didn't, it was all, do you mind if I take this? No, go ahead, and there was no, but I wanted that. There was none of that. There was none of that. Fortunately. I don't understand how families can do it because it's also sad. How families can do it when you're arguing over who gets what. So, and I know that happened in Dad's family when Mom passed away. So, when his mom passed away. So, I will forever be grateful for my siblings and, to make all of that easier. But I used to shop and do everything very early because I did not want to be doing it in December.
We didn't want to be rushing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never learned that lesson.
Yeah, I was like, I
Well, we also wait for like we have this Christmas gift gig that we both play, and so that's kind of like our Christmas money, and so we kind of wait for that, but try to make decisions ahead of time, but it never works.
when I lived in Little Rock, I kind of, the problem for me was that, like if I have to make lists. I'm a list maker, and I would have to make lists to make sure that, like, especially with Naomi, is very easy because I don't know, a lot of what she likes, whatever. And so very often I'll say, oh, that'd be great for Naomi. And then, oh, that'd be great for Naomi. And so I'm like, I have to like make sure that I'm not buying 40,000 things.
You could give me 40,000 things.
So that I think, specifically about other people. And
keep track of what you're doing.
Yeah, and it was always hard, like, for me to buy stuff for Tim and for my brother because he's lived on his own since he graduated from high school, and so I know the kind of things he likes, but I don't know what he has or what he doesn't have, or sometimes I'll think, oh, Tim would really like this, and then he's like, nah, I don't like that.
Of course, I was going to say the opposite of snooping for your presents was my mother, who would buy presents early in the year and hide them so well that she would forget that she had them, and then like sometime during the next year she'd be like, this is supposed to be for your Christmas, but I just found it. It's for Christmas all year long.
Yeah. So
it was hard to find presents from Mom because she would hide them and she couldn't even find them.
Yeah, but like so I had a combination, I think, of like a little bit early shopping, like maybe earlier in the fall, like October, November, and then something that I would buy sort of at the last minute in December. But one thing that I really liked, for a while, there was a little shop kind of close to where my church was, and they always had, I can't remember if it was what kind of shop it was, but they always had a really nice bunch of like very unique Christmas ornament kind of things.
Oh, yeah.
And so I used to buy those. And there was also a shop that had very nice teas and jams and things like that. And so I used to shop there very often. And so that was kind of like my Christmas thing. I was able to buy those very different things rather than like going to the mall or whatever,
There's a shop downtown Phoenix. Sorry, I'm comparing my chart because I forgot my pencil. Anyway, there is a shop in downtown Phoenix called Retail Therapy. If you're a Phoenician, there's one in downtown, and I think there's one on the west side, and then one somewhere in the East Valley. But look it up. It's a really cool place. And what it is, and I was going to tell you about it, and also Rachel, is that it's a shop that you can apply to have your handmade stuff there. So it's all local artists and local artisans that sell there. They just, I have no idea what the arrangement's like, but you can basically, I guess you probably rent a space, because they just, like, if you walk in there, here's a shelf and it's got this business stuff on it, and here's another shelf and it's got this, and it's the most beautiful stuff, and it's all handmade, locally made. There's food, there's jewelry, there's bags, just all kinds of stuff in there. But I was like, I had a different idea for most people this Christmas, but I'm like, this is a really cool place to go and think about. They have like funny wooden blocks with funny sayings on them. Yeah. I got Mark one that said, this calls for a spreadsheet. But no, that was a really cool place.
This year, I did all of my shopping at a certain online place, and I did it because they were having like one of those, like, I don't know, what do you call it, Black Friday kind of sales.
Yeah.
And so I had thought on occasion about buying things there, and usually in their shop, things are too expensive, for like somebody's birthday or something like that. Like, oh, that'd be really nice, but I really can't afford that, Mm-hmm. But this year, because they were having this sale, I went through and I looked at the sale and I thought, oh, I can afford that. Oh, I can afford that. And So I bought a bunch of stuff, but I had a moment of like sheer panic because I meant to put everything on my credit card, and when I was going through the checkout process, I was looking at some of their different options, and then I decided no, I'm not going to do that, and so I flipped back to the payment page. And what I didn't realize is that because I had both of my cards in there, because
the
of
wrong one.
Yeah, and so like I said, I had meant to use my credit card when I first started the payment process, and then when I flipped back, it had switched to my debit card, and because both numbers are familiar to me, I didn't even think about it. I just thought there, and oh yeah, okay, and I checked out. And then I realized, oh my God, that's my debit card, because I had not planned to use that my cash, whatever. And so I was and it was in the middle of the night, so I'm like emailing everybody, like my bank, the shop, and it was a shop pay automatic thing, So I'm like emailing them, I'm like, oh, I meant to do this, I didn't mean to do this, but then and looking at my bank account, I thought, well, okay, I can cover it, and it's just easier to do it. So then because everybody responded to me, oh, you talk to your and so I like, it's okay, it's covered, I got it, but so. Yeah, but like I said, it all worked out, but it was a moment of like sheer panic,
So, do you want to hear what my Christmas story was this year?
Yeah.
I took Beth to Walmart for some of her shopping and a prescription, and the car was making a horrible sound as we parked. Oh, no. And Beth said, "No, I think that's that." I said, "No, I think it's this car." We started up again, and it was horrible.
Yeah. No.
And I turned off the fan, and the sound went away, and I was like, "That is really bad." And so I had to make an appointment and have my car done.
Merry Christmas to you.
And almost $600 later, I got my car back. But I was happy that it was only that much. And but so then yesterday I'm driving home 40th Street down to Chandler Boulevard. Right, busy intersection, you guys. There are shops, big shopping centers there, and I was waiting, and the freeway exit coming up, right, and I was waiting to turn right on Chandler Boulevard, and the light was against me. I was just waiting because I had a red light, and I was waiting to turn right if the traffic allowed it. There was a car waiting to turn left in the intersection, waiting to turn left. Didn't worry about that car because he was going to go up 40th Street, right? So I'm watching the traffic, and it cleared enough that I could turn left.
Turn right. Except the truck that was right behind the car that was in the intersection waiting to turn left decided to make a U-turn. Oh my gosh.
And I had to stop. And I honked at him so he knew I was there, because I didn't know if he was looking the other way too, and I'm like, I just fixed this car. I'm gonna because all I could think about was all the traffic that was still on Chandler
coming at you.
Are they going to have time to not hit me?
Yeah.
Because I had to brake really hard, and then I let the guy finish his U-turn. Even though he shouldn't have been making it. And then I continued on. And just to be sure, I checked the laws on making U-turns, and that it is legal as long as it's safe and there's not a no U-turn sign. But you have to give right-of-way to anybody who has it, and it says, including people making right turn.
That's right, exactly.
Because I was like, he was the second car behind.
Do you know how
there
I know
was
that
no
rule?
way he should have been making that U-turn?
How I know that rule is because those people turning right are always stopping me from making my U-turns. So there's a stretch of 2nd Street. So I come out of my garage and I turn south on 2nd Street. I go past Washington is one way this way, Jefferson's one way the other way. But that section of 2nd between Washington and Jefferson, there's shops on this side, there's restaurants and parking garage and an apartment building on this side. And so there's a driveway coming out of that parking garage, and then there's no driveway, but there's street parking on this side and a little bit of street parking here. And for some reason, no matter what time of day, no matter what day, I'm driving down there and there was always someone going the wrong way in my lane. Like, because they're going around the double parked cars, or they're, like it's always, like every day someone is in the lane coming at me the wrong way. And then yesterday, I'm driving along, the cars are stacked up waiting to turn left on Jefferson because there was a game or a concert or something and people were all over the place. So there was a cop directing traffic, which never helps. No. It helps, but because it keeps the pedestrian safe, whatever, but it always makes everything stack up, right? So there were like cars stacked up, and I was about to get in that line. There's only one lane there, so it's not like I can choose to be in the turn lane or not at that point on the lane. So here comes a car out of the parking garage driveway, and I'm coming down the lane like this, and he just comes and is expecting me to allow him to turn left. Going, like, basically he's like this, like here's a parked car, and he's already, like, if he had gone straight across the road, he would have hit them. So he's going to come the wrong way on my lane and go around like that. So here he comes like this, and I'm like, no, sir, you must wait until the traffic clears.
Right.
And I'm already here, I'm already traveling at you. Like, I was less than a car length away, and he was expecting to shove his way between, and then he honks at me and yells at me and goes this way past my car, the wrong way on the lane, and then goes across. And he's like,
And the cop didn't do anything?
What?
The cop didn't do anything?
No, the cop was standing in the street way in Jefferson, in the middle of Jefferson, and I'm like up on 2nd Street. But I'm just like, on what planet do you think that you have the right of way here? If I am traveling in this lane and you are just
And going the correct direction.
shoving your way through, that is not a right of way.
Yeah.
And then he honks and yells at me like I did something wrong, and I'm like, no, sir.
So when I was driving Uber, there was one of those, there was a couple of them everywhere, but those huge tailgate party things in tents that was close to the university where there is no buildings. But, it was one of those situations where you can't get there from here, and so I couldn't turn left into where he was from, it's the same road where Tempe Yarn and Fiber is. Yeah. Is that where Tempe Yarn and Fiber is on Real Salado?
This university.
Okay, then it was on University. And so I couldn't turn left where he was because there was a median there. So I had to turn left onto Rural and find the next light and make a U-turn because I could not make a U-turn on University and that road. And there's no turn lane there. There's no turn
Bay.
light. There's not a turn light. And at that time you could turn. Right now there's construction there, so you can't. But that turn lane was stacking up way back for a lot of people that had to make a U-turn to go to this stupid party. And because it was a football game, there were cops directing traffic. Only the cop that was directing traffic there never made the people who were going straight stop so the people that were doing the U-turn could turn, right? He was chatting up somebody over there. And so, like, maybe one car could get through a light, right? And I had to call the guy and I said, I am very sorry. I will be there whenever I can, but the cop is not directing traffic.
Well, you know,
He forgot we were all sitting here.
when I lived in Little Rock downtown, they did the Little Rock Marathon, and when they first started doing that, they would start and end at the Capitol building, which was a few blocks away from where I live. And so, you know, you would see the runners here and there downtown, but usually wasn't a problem. And they would have, you know, a few cops out there directing traffic. But it was always like on a Sunday morning, and where I was, you know, going to church, and so I would just go a different direct way, the long way to the church building. This wasn't a problem. But then at one point, the River Market district became the big hot spot, and it was a little closer to where I lived. And so they would start and stop at the River Market, or they would start at the River Market anyway, maybe stop at the Capitol, I don't know. But so they changed the route completely, and so it went up and down all the streets that I had to go through. And a couple of times they, when I went, like trying to get on the freeway to avoid all the main part of the marathon, there were traffic cops there directing traffic. But one year I remember I went to go, and there was, like, you know, that yellow caution tape, you know, across the intersection. And there was nobody there. So I had to go down, and like going around, and then there was all these cars waiting in line to cross, because they were waiting for the runners for there to be a clear spot for the traffic cop to let people pass. And like there would be a runner way down there, and he would like make everybody wait. And I'm like, that by the time they run up here, 40 cars could have gone through. And so then one year I think I called the marathon organizer people about that a few days before the marathon, and I said, you know, I live downtown. Is there any way I can you know, get out of here? What would be the best way to go? They said, well, you could if you leave at like 6:30 in the morning. And I'm like, no. And they said, well, you know, you could just cheer people on and stay home that day. And I'm like,
I have to go to work.
Yeah. So finally, I you know, had to tell people at church, I'm not coming today because I'm stuck. I can't get out.
It's like that the swim meet that Robert and I used to go to, that was on the same day as that marathon that's named after
Patrick Tillman?
Yeah. They close off all of that same area where that swim meet was. And you have to leave an hour earlier than you need, or all the roads will be closed and you cannot get there.
Yeah.
You know?
I was caught going to get eggs the other day because Queen Creek was having their Christmas parade, and I could not get through. I was like, I don't know where I'm going. I had to go all around Robin Hood's barn. Stories. So we had our Christmas party on Thursday, Secret Santa, and you know, you trade and everything. Well, there was one gift that this guy got. I got a really nice coffee mug and coffee and a thing of chocolates, which obviously I can't eat. And but
your son can and your husband can.
Well, that's true. But there was another guy who got a present. It was actually a handmade kaleidoscope. And actually our CEO brought it in. I found out later. But I texted him. I'm like, are you interested in this coffee? Because I really like that kaleidoscope. Because no one would take my gift because I would have stolen it from him. And so the whole thing ended, and no one had taken my gift so that I could steal it. And he's like, that's fine. Because I guess he didn't like it or didn't care, but it's beautiful. I left it at work, so I don't have a picture of it, but it's really pretty. And it's got it's handmade, and it's got where it's in like a gel. So if you look through it, even without turning it, the stones and stuff move in the gel, so it still changes. I have a little video. I took a video of my phone of it. but so I was like, heck yeah, I'll trade you. And then we had a scavenger hunt where we had to be on teams and go out around the neighborhood and look for things. We did this 2 years ago, and it was fun. But I was on a team that, I don't know, it was okay. It wasn't great. And the other people were super competitive, so we didn't get back. You had to all be back in time together with all the right photos on your phone of the things. And so I didn't do well last year. But this year, I was on a good team, and we divided and conquered. And also, but this year the clues were super hard because one of the people that made it is very well versed in history, like of the town. And so like one of them was called Mrs. White's Cattle Landing. And my friend and I were like, I don't know who Mrs. White is. But then we saw there outside Marley's, there's a little gate and a door and stairs up to something. And in the back of the stairwell was a painting of a guy with a cow on a lead. And it's right on the landing, so it's cattle landing. And she's like, I remember Sean telling me that this place used to be a brothel, so maybe it was Mrs. White's brothel, and that's Mrs. White's cattle landing. So she took a picture of it, and that was the right answer. So we got all the clues. We got more clues than everyone. We got 8 out of 10.
Our work thing was really fun like that, yeah.
And so we won, and I got a gift card to Potbelly.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I was so excited, so proud.
Ours was
I never win anything.
Ours
so it
was a Christmas movie trivia thing.
Yeah.
How many ghosts were in, what is that Scrooge movie? A Christmas Carol. How many lights were on the house in Christmas Vacation or Christmas, whatever that one is.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation.
And I just wrote too many. What was the name of the friend of Scrooge who came back?
Marley.
Yeah. But I put 4 ghosts because there was Marley and then there was 3.
That's true.
And I wrote Marley plus 3 ghosts. And then
because Marley was actually the only ghost. There were 3 spirits
right
of Christmas.
So then there was what's the name of the Grinch's dog?
The whose dog?
The Grinch. There's a reason why I knew this.
I don't know.
Max.
Oh, Max.
You know why I knew
it's
it?
in the book.
You know why I knew that name? Because we did young Rembrandt's drawing similar to that dog. It couldn't be exactly because, copyright. And when I put the picture up, for what we were going to draw, the kids went, Max!
Funny.
But yeah, I want something for that too, so it was fun. And then she had 2 crafts. I could have made little packets of hot chocolate with real cute little sleeve or something, or the craft I did make, which I'll show you afterward. But it's to make one of those gnomes with the toilet paper roll and
Oh, cute.
yeah. But I didn't finish it. And
When was this party?
Oh,
for young Rembrandts just recently. Oh, nice.
Tuesday.
Oh, how fun.
Last Tuesday. Yeah, it was, or this past Tuesday. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. And she had crock-pot scrambled eggs, sausage and bacon, or maybe there wasn't bacon in there, but it was in a crock-pot. She had overnight oats. I brought a jar of it home. She had tons and tons and tons of cookies, which I brought some home, Jess had some. And she had fresh fruit.
Nice.
And I don't know what all. I mean,
It wasn't potluck. They fed you. How nice.
Tons
We had
of food.
potluck, and so it was pretty good. I took my special deviled eggs recipe,
and it was in
which
her house.
everybody loved. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun little diversion. Oh my gosh! So this morning I woke up and I was like, I forgot to make the video. Oh no. And I realized it was Saturday, not Sunday. Because I went to a concert last night. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But I was like, why after the concert I didn't make the video? Oh my gosh, I forgot. So this is how much it stresses me out.
Robert asked me what I wanted for Christmas. And he goes, it's really late, so I'm going to ask you, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, to take the dog to the vet. But, you know, I'm like, I haven't been able to really take her as much as I'd like to. And, and that's the one thing where I just really want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So this week I accidentally stole some soup from Chick-fil-A. So it's my confession. So here's the story. I went to Chick-fil-A and I ordered grilled nuggets and chicken soup and got the guys whatever they got. So we get home and Eli and I are unpacking. And we're like, a lot of times we'll sit in the living room with TV trays and we watch a show or whatever. Right now we're watching The Foods That Made America, and it's very, very good. It's on Hulu.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's so good. Anyway, but so we're putting the food out, and I sit down and I'm like, where's my soup? And we look at all the bags and I'm like, oh, I'm so mad. And I'm like, I'm not driving back for soup. And it was, that's right, we had gone through Chick-fil-A right at closing. And I'm like, oh, fine. Oh my gosh. So it was like 2 minutes before they were supposed to close. And I called them and I wasn't mean. I was just like, I forgot. I didn't get my soup. It's here on my receipt. I paid for it. And she's like, oh, well, I know it's too late to come back today, but I could just put it on your app so that when next time you come in, you can get a free soup. And I was like, okay. So I had to sign into my app and update it because it was, and so she's on the phone with me, so nice. And she's like, okay. And she put that on there and everything. And then I walk back to my seat. Now, so here's my recliner and here's my TV tray. And right here is my end table thing that I have, and it has a lamp on it that I use for knitting and stitching. And it's got junk on it, okay? And it's kind of, crowded and like, I have my phone, and I think I had even like a bag of nuts that I had been eating the night before, so it was kind of crowded table. And as I'm walking back around, there's the soup. Eli had put it on the corner of that table and completely forgotten that he'd done it. And then, and instead of on the tray. And I was like, oh no, where's my soup? And so Mark's like, you still sin even if you don't know you sin. So, and I was like, so then I was like, well, wait, if I never get the soup, then I haven't stolen the soup, right? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, what if I get the soup and I give the soup to someone who's not? So anyway, I stole soup.
So I meant to say,
I didn't know.
I meant to say last week that there is a murder scene in my front yard.
Oh yeah.
Birdie feathers.
So yeah, I came home one day and I could hear birds fighting.
In one of the trees.
And I looked down and it looked like weeds coming up, right? There were feathers that had just fallen down so hard that they buried themselves in them, and they're still there, like little weeds, right? And I was like, I don't have time to even pick those up. So I went inside. The next day, I came out, and there's the whole tail section of a birdie.
Yeah.
Not just his feathers.
It was a cat?
No, it was up in the tree.
Well, cats get up in trees.
Up the palm tree?
Oh, that's weird.
No, it was birds fighting. I could tell it was birds. But it's just the back tail end, and I don't think birds can fly without that. So,
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
just
maybe
like,
it fell and somebody else ate it. That's possible.
yeah, because I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just was like,
Birdie, that's sad. That's sad for Christmas. That's not a Christmas story.
and I still can't
Neither
clean
is
it up
soup
because
stealing.
I can't even pick up the feathers because it makes me so
Oh
disturbed.
my gosh. Well, thanks for ruining Christmas for all of us. I'm sorry about this dead bird story. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, birdie. But the bunnies have come back to the neighborhood.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, I'm gonna go. I have a last minute end of year glasses appointment, so I'm gonna go. And I decided to try Costco this time. I've not bought glasses at Costco before, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that while you've been watching, you've gotten all your Christmas stitching done, and you are now ready for Christmas. So we will see you back here next week, post-Christmas, pre-New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope you have a great week and a wonderful, happy, restful Christmas and Hanukkah. And we hope you have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.